Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today we've got a 10,900K. Nvidia's next gen is unbelievable and desktop Ryzen 4000 was spotted. But first, check out today's sponsor, Drop, formerly known as Massdrop, a group buy website with amazing deals on PC hardware. It's free to sign up, and if you do it today, you'll get $20 off your first drop made item, so head to the link in the description below. Alright, let's get to the news. First up for today, I've got a story for those disappointed after Intel failed to announce their next-gen desktop CPUs at this year's CES. The story originally comes from RO Game, where he tweeted a 3D Mark benchmark of the company's upcoming 10,900K. In it, you can see that it is in fact a 10-core, 20-thread CPU with a stock clock of 3.7 GHz and a pretty wild boost of 5.1. Of course, this really isn't all that big of a deal considering it's a single core boost, and we pretty well expected as much given it's still on Intel's 14nm process. Regardless, this does show us that Intel is definitely getting close to launch and that the company is really pushing it as far as it can go. Personally, I think it'll boil down to price, to which quite a bit of stories have been suggesting the company plans to lower pricing even further, so fingers crossed. Next up for today, Nvidia's upcoming Ampere GPUs are set to be more powerful than any of the rumors have suggested so far, and honestly, more than I ever imagined. The report originally comes from nextplatform.com, who was able to speak with Indiana University's Vice President for Information Technology and Chief Information Officer Brad Wheeler. And if you're wondering what that has to do with Nvidia's next-gen GPUs, the university is currently the owner of Cray Shasta's first supercomputer, coined Big Red 200, which was purchased for the university's 200th anniversary. Now, for those who don't know, supercomputers are so big that sometimes they're launched in phases, which is what they did with Big Red 200. Phase 1 uses 672 dual-socket EPYC 7742 CPUs, which is the one that the university is currently using. Phase 2 is where things get interesting. Originally, it involved V100 accelerators, but according to Wheeler, a fluke allowed them to wait a bit longer and get Nvidia's newer technology. And apparently, that newer technology is expected to bring a 70 to 75% boost in performance. Yeah, 70 to 75. All I can say is wow. Of course, as always, there are a couple caveats here. For one, Brad Wheeler never specifically stated next-gen, but given nextplatform.com seems to think so, and there's really no other way a GPU could be 70 to 75% faster than a V100, it flat has to be. I mean, it's definitely not Turing because it wouldn't be anywhere near that much faster, plus they're getting fewer of the new GPUs than they would have of the V100, yet are expected to get over 2 petaflops more data crunching goodness. Basically, it pretty much has to be their 7nm process. With that said, the 70 to 75% performance increase is likely coming from Volta, so it won't be as big going from Turing to Ampere. Still, even at say 60 to 65% or around there, we're looking at a giant jump from last gen. Of course, these are compute cards, so it may not translate perfectly to gaming, but I wouldn't expect a huge difference given the architecture can feed the added density of cores, etc. Basically, all the rumors we've heard so far on Nvidia's upcoming 7nm GPUs being quite a bit faster are starting to look very real. Luckily, we won't have to wait long if Next Platform's predicted unveil in March ends up being true. Unfortunately for AMD, that's the same time we'll learn more about their big Navi card. Then again, it'll likely just be Nvidia's AI cards, so AMD has a little time left. Lastly for today, it looks like AMD's upcoming Zen 3 based Ryzen 4000 desktop CPUs are coming soon. Originally shared by Komachi, the company's 19H family of processors was added to the Linux kernel. Now, so far, 17H has represented Zen 1, Zen Plus, and Zen 2. But if you remember correctly, Zen 3 is meant to be the first full redesign of the architecture, so this makes perfect sense to be Zen 3, which means AMD is getting closer to a finished product. Of course, the company has already confirmed that Zen 3 is coming, but given we were jerked around on 10nm for so long, a company stating something is coming doesn't really mean it is. Fortunately for us, this proves it, and given what we've heard on Zen 3 so far, I'll definitely say that I'm excited. So while that does it for today, are you excited for Ampere? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.